And then the kind of competing rival to empiricism is rationalism.
Right.
But again, we're trapped inside our mind with rationalism because rationalism claims the sole source and standard of knowledge are ideas in the mind known by reason. So by reason. So it's impossible to step outside our reasons, of course, again, to test those ideas as being accurate. Like empiricism,
So the same problem.
it lacks a way to bridge the gap from the internal ideas to the external world.
Right.
You know, does the steak in the Matrix taste like steak because that's what steak tastes like, or is that what the molecules are telling you? So
The electrochemical processes
it's just how do I know your steak tastes like my steak?
I think they use chicken though.
They do use chicken. Yes. They go on to say that philosophers began to search for some deeper source of truth, not in any of the theological authorities, of course, or some sacred books, and certainly not in some civic institutions engaged in armed warfare with one another. In fact, not in any external source at all. Their hope was to find a method located solely within the individual, rooted in the immediate data of the consciousness. And the founder of empiricism was Francis Bacon. And he outlined a program designed to purge our minds of all the popular notions picked up from our education and environment to begin anew from the very foundations, which good luck with that. Man, forget about everything that you know about,
everything.
Yeah, pillows.
Yeah.
Okay, go. What were the foundations? In his view, the simplest, most direct form of knowledge were sense perceptions, sights and sounds. He proposed to rebuild knowledge on the foundation of sensations. Founder of rationalism was Descartes. And Descartes' kind of on our side. He was a Christian, or at least a person who believed in God, and he went into a cabin for 3 days, and after 3 days, he kind of started the new modern age, which I do have to say is pretty impressive, no matter who you are. He proposed this idea to purge our minds of every fuzzy and half-baked idea, everything that could possibly be doubted, till we reach a foundation that cannot be doubted.
Doubt everything until we get to the bottom line, right? Yeah.
Even if all my ideas were delusions, he argued, there is still a self who is experiencing those delusions. This is the meaning of his famous phrase, I think, therefore I am. Yeah. He hoped that the clear and distinct ideas in the mind would be the ultimate foundation to which we build knowledge. And, of course, there are a lot of people who have even attacked I and think and I again and am. So he tried to distill down.
Some people say that he kind of got the cart before the horse, right? It's I am before I think.
Right. The Descartes before the horse.
That's right.
Both Bacon and Descartes expressed some level of Christian conviction. Nevertheless, philosophies they proposed did not treat God as the final source of truth. Instead, they replaced God with the individual consciousness. Again, that's especially what Descartes did. He was trying to reason up to God from the individual, and Nancy Pearcey is trying to point to the fact that the direction was going the wrong way. We seem to need to have this postulation that God is the ultimate authority, and from there we get the I am. As philosophers say, that they turn to first-person standpoint into the path to certainty. Thus, it would be immune to any external criticism and challenge. Like the foundation of a house, it would provide a solid, infallible foundation to build the edifice of knowledge. Yeah. And it, like I said, it helped usher in the kind of modern worldview, and I think most debates from a religious standpoint or within the scientific realm all have this attempt to trying to say, is it true to me? Then, and then can I convince you? And then can I convince everybody else? I think that's kind of where our modern debate practice kind of comes from. Too.
Yeah.